What's up everyone, it's the action figure freak once again, and today I've got you the Marvel Legends series Mr. Sinister from the Wendigo Bath Wave. I'm a huge sucker for Wendigo. I'm really big fan of Wendigo. He's real cool, and I only have to open the Boom Boom figure to finally have this one completed, so write me down in the comments, tell me you want to see a Boom Boom review in the next few days. Yeah, just tell me, but for now, let's get this thing open. And here we get the Mr. Sinister action figure right out of the box, and I gotta say, holy, this thing is amazing. The coat is a little bent. I mean, that's too flat on the back, but like, they tried their best, I think, but we'll come into that into a few seconds later. But yeah, at first, as always, let's see about the articulation on this one, and then we'll go further. So to the articulation, what do we have on this figure? So first up we get a vertical hinged head, pretty good, can't move that much, so mostly to the front and the back, because of the big ass collar here, but I think they tried their best. We get ball jointed shoulders, and oh, that's amazing. You see that? We get these shoulder pads right here connected to the cloak that he wears, and that's actually not really fit in here, so also on the other side. Okay, maybe the glue is just getting off, but as you see, because it's just such a weak plastic, some kind of bendy stuff, you can actually move the arms pretty good to mostly all directions. We get the biceps, triceps swivels here pretty good, double jointed pinned elbows, horizontal hinges on the hands. We get an ab crunch right here. We get the hip swivels with a belt which can hide it a little bit. We got the pretty normal ball jointed legs, swivels up here, double jointed pinned knees. Pretty nice is we get boot swivels right here, or shin swivels. That's amazing. And then we get vertical hinges on the feet as well as swivels. So yeah, pretty basic articulation on this one, but that's not all. So yeah, let's go see about the accessories. So first up we get the Wendigo bath arm, looking pretty good. And what you waiting for? Guys, what are you waiting for? Yeah, there is actually, and that's really sad, we have absolutely no accessories on this one. Like, one more hand, opened hand like this one, and one more fist wouldn't have been too much, or just a few effect pieces. I mean, I know the box was pretty filled, but there would have been ways to do that, okay? There would have been ways. Like, let's see, we got one, maybe two smaller figs. They could have easily put the arm somewhere else and do the head into here to have more room for accessories. So that would have been amazing. But yeah, let's move on to the details on this figure. And for the details, starting off with the head, we get a pretty classic, basic Mr. Sinister head scan. That looks pretty good, gotta say. The paint job with the red inside of the collar is kinda messy, which you can see on top, but mostly I think I won't even notice it. On the back we get that shiny kind of blue that bends into the cloak here. I'm thinking about cutting a few of these lines through to make it a little more, movable. That looks a little more accurate, but I'm not sure how much this would help. But that's pretty nice. We got actually two layers of the coat. We get some that are going more to the side, like here. And we actually have the second one that's just a little more flat going down. So that pretty, yeah, it looks pretty nice all in all. They could have done it better, so nowadays, pretty sure. And it looks kind of weird, but I don't know how else they should have done it in that period of time. What else do we have? We get the crystal here on his chest, looking really nice. We get all that metallic blue over his armor parts. I think that's also really nice. We get these two bands on his gloves. Also nice addition, and I think the V shape here on the leg swivels is looking really nice. But yeah, there is mostly, as it seems like, yeah, we have no more details. So let's get into the rating. I'm doing a quick pose with this figure and see how good I can pose this thing. And then I'm giving out a rating 1 to 10. Then it's pretty much all for today. So as you can see, the amount of poses is pretty limited with this one. But all in all, it looks really good. And it's actually pretty stable since the coat here is a little long. And if I would stand him up like this, he would drop to the front. So if we pull it back, he can actually lean on, and it makes it a little more three-dimensional, I think. For me, it looks like. And I also think that the coat kind of, melts more together with all these bands, because we get here that gap between these because of the back layer is just a little longer. So I think from the front it looks really nice. From the back, let's see real quick. Yeah, it also blends pretty good together, but I think from the front, if we bend the cape like that, it looks really good. So yeah, to the rating 1 to 10, I would give this figure a, well, that's hard. I would say a 6.5 or 7, because, as I said, the movability of this figure is kinda limited due to the big ass cape. They could have made that smaller. I think, pretty sure they could have done that. And it would have still looked accurate. And we have no accessories. That's really sad. No accessories. So I would say 7 out of 10. For Marvel Legends, you always pay a pretty low price. I got this one on the aftermarket on eBay, I think for 60 or something. I'm not sure, but I paid way too much for it just to get one of the last pieces I was missing for the Wendigo bath. But yes, 7 out of 10. I'm sticking with that rating. Tell me in the comments what you think, 1 out of 10, what this figure should get. And yeah, since that's pretty much all for today, I hope you could all have an absolutely awesome day. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this one. And yeah, since that's all for today, have an awesome day. And now it's time to say, action out!